Hello everyone, welcome to the John Clarence Gomez Show. I'm your host, John Clarence Gomez, and I want to introduce to you my guest today is Kristin Paulse, who is playing as Juliet in the New Zealand production of and Juliet, who is coming also to Christchurch this May 30. Hi, Kristin. Hello.
Hi.
Can you introduce yourself to our listener?
Hi, I'm Kristin Paulse, and I'm a performer here from New Zealand, but I'm currently living in Australia, and it's so cool to be back home doing Anne Juliet.
Yes, that's nice. How do you become a theater actress? Who inspired you about that?
Oh my gosh. Do you know what? When I was little, there was a South African production called District 6. And that's like a South African musical. So I always grew up watching that, and I loved the storytelling and that you got to sing while telling a story. And then years ago, I saw a production of Wicked at the Civic Theatre. That was my first ever professional production that I saw. And seeing the person who played Alphabet in the air sing that final note, I was like, wow, that is so incredible. I've always loved singing. I've always loved performing. I did it in school, but I never thought I'd end up doing it professionally. So I'm really, really blessed.
Yes. You also covered Tina, the role of Tina in the Australian production of Tina the musical. What is your uh, feelings and experience when you are covering Tina Turner on the Tina the musical in Australia?
That was the hardest thing I've ever done. The Tina Turner musical was the hardest thing I've ever done. But it was a really cool experience to know how much I can do. And I keep saying, like, nothing will ever be harder than that. It was really beautiful to be able to tell Tina Turner's story. Especially in Australia, there's a really strong connection with Tina Turner in Australia specifically. So we'd had so many people that would come to the show and afterwards would be like, thank you so much. You know, when I first met Tina, like there was some people who had met Tina or we met someone who was her choreographer when she performed in Australia, and he came to see the show, and he was like, "You've done Tina so proud," like la 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 la. So yeah, it was a really special experience. Very difficult, but very very rewarding. It was amazing.
Yes. Can you tell us about and Juliet the musical? What is about that musical? What is the story about? It is about the Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, so it's sort of flips the script a little bit. It's Romeo and Juliet, but what if Juliet didn't kill herself? So Juliet decides to go and live her life. She goes out with her friends and she explores and she discovers who she is outside of Romeo. And it's told through the songs of Max Martin. So it's all these pop songs like Britney Spears, um, Backstreet Boys, Katy Perry. It's a really, really heartwarming show and like a show about female empowerment, but in a very sincere way, in a very honest way, and about finding your voice again. And I think it's just a really, really beautiful story. It's also really funny. It's by the same writers as Schitt's Creek. So yeah, it's just a really good feel good, funny, you know the songs. But yeah, Romeo and Juliet, but just a little bit remixed, more modern.
I want to tell you that I interview one of the person who play Romeo in the Australian production of and Juliet. I interview him on my podcast. He is Blake Applebisa. He is an Maori Australian actor who play as Romeo in the Australian production of and Juliet. And the person also the actress who play as Juliet there is Lucinda Mary Poor, who is now in the Six the
Yeah,
musical. Yes, yes. Do you know that two person, Blake Applebis and Lucinda May? Do
I
you know
actually
them?
haven't met them, but I know them. Yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm really good friends with the person who played May, Jessie Dutlow. We worked together on Rent at the Sydney Opera House last year, and that was really cool.
Wow, that's nice. Uh, what is your feelings and reaction when you offer the role of Juliet in the New Zealand production of And Juliet? What is your feeling and reaction?
Oh, it was just a really special moment. I was like, that's so cool that I get to come home for a bit and lead a show in my home country. Like, that was a real full circle moment. So it just felt like a real homecoming feeling. It was really exciting.
Yes, that's nice. Also, I want to tell you, Christine, that last 2025, I played the role of Prince on a virtual Zoom theater production of Romeo and Juliet by UK-based Shakespeare. I
Oh,
played that role, the Prince. It is not the musical and Juliet the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
musical. It is the Shakespeare play. It is fun to play that role, the role of Prince.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Also, your musical, the and Juliet will tour Christchurch in May 30. Uh, what is the theater will be held? Theater in Christchurch where the and Juliet will be shown.
It'll be at the Isaac Royal Theatre, opening this Saturday.
Yes, May 30.
Hmm.
So get your tickets now. Where they can buy the tickets, so our listeners from New Zealand can know where they can buy. The
On
online.
Ticketmaster or Ticketek. Oh my goodness. If you Google Anne Juliet the Musical New Zealand, Christchurch, it'll pop up.
Yes, that's it. You know. On and Juliet the musical, my favorite song there is "It's My Life, It's Now or Never." It was sung by Romeo. That's what my favorite musical. And you, what is your favorite musical on and Juliet?
Oh, there's so many. I really love to sing Baby One More Time. I think it's a really cool arrangement, but my favorite I think is Problem slash I Can't Feel My Face, that mashup. That's like my favorite number. Oh my God, there's so many. No, I changed my mind completely. Blow. Blow is my number one favorite. It's so cool. The club scene, and she's on the chandelier. Blow is my favorite in this whole show.
Yes. Also, here is the last question because uh, uh, here is the last question. What is your advice to many people who wants to become an theater actress or singer like you?
My
What is
main
the your little advice?
one to just go for it. To just go for it, don't hesitate. Sometimes we can get in our head and be like, oh no, I'm not good enough, or no, I can't. Yes, you can. And take lessons in everything. Like if you can go to classes, if you can afford to, if you have the means to go to dance classes, to acting lessons, to singing lessons, and absolutely do it, but especially dance classes, just really, really practice. You have to keep practicing, and even when you're working, you still have to practice. I had some really awesome singing lessons in Auckland when I was doing this. There's always room for improvement, and you have to just keep getting better and better. So the main thing is just give it a go and keep practicing.
Yes. Also, you are also a singer. I saw on YouTube that you sing songs. Do you have latest song that you want to promote about latest song that you
I
did?
haven't I haven't released any new music, but I am doing a gig at Ponsonby Social Club in Auckland on July 4th that features my original music. I haven't done a gig in a few years, so I'm really excited. I'm really nervous, but that'd be really cool if people can come out to that.
Yes. Yes. And that's our interview today. And I want to say thank you, Christine, for guesting to my podcast. And that's it. And it's time to say goodbye. And for those our listeners in New Zealand, don't forget, mostly to those our listeners from New Zealand who are living in Christchurch, don't forget to buy and Juliet ticket. I will send the link on the description of my. Bye. Bye, Kristin. Thank you for guesting. Have a nice
Thank
chat with you
you.
today. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, that's our interview with New Zealand theater actress and singer Kristin Paulse. And this is the John Clarence Gomez show. And I declare that this episode is now signing off.